Today on Studio G, we speak to one of our own UNLV rebels who returned to college after taking time off due to unforgotten circumstances.
Also, we take a look at what people are saying about the new EDC lineup that was recently revealed.
And we sit down with Taylor Rivera and Joey Griffith from UNLV's rodeo team.
Don't go anywhere. Studio G starts right now. Welcome to Studio G. I'm Kristen Uidoy.
And I'm Alex Whipple.
More and more students are enrolling into college after the age of 25. Reporter Carla Lopez sat down with Ramon, an undergraduate journalism student.
I decided to come back to college because when I was in high school, my plan was to go to college in California, but what happened back then in 1994, there was an anti-immigrant campaign run by Pete Wilson.
Proposition 187 was passed on November 8, 1994. It denied undocumented immigrants from public services, such as public education, non-emergency health care, and other services in the state of California.
The politics cut my wings because I was about to fly. When I graduated from high school, I received a 3.44 GPA. I was so mad. I started working in a restaurant, cleaning, dishwashing, $4.25 an hour, only a couple of hours a week. I was making $80 a week. $80 a week because the fact that I wasn't able to go to college because of politics. So politics sometimes break people's life. School is very important for me because this is the only way that I can do something for my life and for the ones that I love. I feel so great because when I came to Nevada, they didn't request a lot of documents, and it was so easy to access to college, but of course I had to pay out of my pocket because there was no scholarships because of my age. So I was so excited, and I went through college for 3 years and a half, and I did it.
How do you feel about being over 25 in college?
Well, sometimes I feel uncomfortable because most of my classmates are probably 20 or 10 years younger than me. But one thing that I want to mention here, education, age does not matter. Okay, age does not matter. You can educate yourself at any age. Age is not a restriction to educate yourself.
Proposition 187 was later ruled unconstitutional by a district court judge.
Measles once claimed up to 500 lives in the United States each year, but since a vaccine was introduced in 1963, deaths from the disease in the United States have plummeted. Although this year, almost 400 measles cases have been confirmed. CNN's Melissa Rainey has more in today's Health Minute.
2019 now has the second greatest number of measles cases reported since the disease was eliminated in 2000. That's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. 387 cases of measles have now been confirmed across the U.S.
There are 15 different places where you're seeing people who have had measles. An outbreak is defined as 3 or more patients with measles in a particular area, and those are 6 places now around the country.
Last week, officials in Rockland County, New York, declared a state of emergency. More than 150 cases of measles have been confirmed there. In an effort to stop the outbreak, the county banned unvaccinated minors from being in public areas. The outbreaks are linked to travelers who brought the disease back from other countries. Measles is highly contagious and can spread through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes or through direct contact. Symptoms include high fever, rash, stuffy nose, and red eyes. While these symptoms can disappear on their own in a couple weeks, severe cases can lead to death. The CDC says the MMR vaccine is 93 to 97% effective at preventing the disease and recommended for children ages 12 months to 6 years old. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Measles are contagious, so make sure to visit your doctor if you experience any symptoms.
Coming up, UNLV Jazz is continuing to strive for excellence.
And more on the college scandal that has been continuously rocking the nation.
The Ism Hour.
It's a talk show.
So we talk about all the isms, recidivism, racism, sexism, capitalism, corporatism, etc.
One reason why we chose the show is just to be able to talk about the many different isms that are out there that are troubling society, and they need to be talked about.
We're dropping some knowledge, basically. I'm Alligator.
And I'm Jeff F., and the name of our show is The Ism Hour.
You can listen to us on Fridays at 3 p.m. on the rebelhd2.com.
The name of my show is Annihilation, a promotion-based music talk show that promotes young, innovative people in our community. It's creative. I want to talk to you about it. We also talk about social issues, events that go on in the community, pop culture. My name is Anaya, aka Naya on Fire. You can listen to my show Annihilation on the Rebel HD2 at 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. every Thursday.
The UNLV Jazz Division of Jazz and Commercial Music Program has made an impressive feature. The UNLV Jazz Program has been invited to perform at the 2019 Monterey Generation Jazz Festival for the 10th consecutive year. The festival draws student musicians from around the world and will be held on April 5th to the 7th in Monterey, California. Jazz students will be competing against many exceptional jazz ensembles from universities in this prestigious festival. The UNLV Jazz Ensemble will be conducted by Dave Loeb and Nathan Tenoy. They have participated in many festivals that include the Hawaii International Jazz Festival, Village Vanguard, and the Kennedy Center Festival. UNLV Jazz has been a part of the university for 45 years and has proven its excellence with its raving reviews. We cannot be more
excited and more proud of UNLV Jazz and cannot wait for what they do next. Two of Hollywood's most famous actresses will face a judge today. Actress Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman were scheduled in court this morning. CNN's Kristen Holmes has more.
Last month, prosecutors arresting 50 people in the scheme dubbed Operation Varsity Blues, orchestrated by William Rick Singer, the CEO of a college prep company. The scheme allegedly worked in one of two ways: through cheating on standardized testing or through athletics, bribing coaches to falsely classify the applicant as a recruited athlete.
Between roughly 2011 and 2018, wealthy parents paid Singer about $25 million in total to guarantee their children's admission to elite schools.
Singer is cooperating with authorities.
Students were kept out of school because of what you did. What's your reaction to parents?
Meanwhile, many universities have fired those coaches involved. Others say they are reviewing the admitted students connected to the scandal.
And you might not know that Lori Loughlin was about to face a judge if you saw her yesterday. Landing here in Boston, she was all smiles, paparazzi taking photos of her as she signed autographs and took selfies. And it should be noted here that if no plea deal is reached and they go to trial and are found guilty, these defendants are facing years behind bars. Reporting from Boston, I'm Kristen Holmes. Back to you.
I still can't believe Aunt Becky did this. Like, what was she thinking, taking away that opportunity from students who really deserved it?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm shocked, and hopefully there will be justice for those students who were unable to get into those universities due to this.
When we come back, Jennifer Meza gives us our weather update for the week. Don't go anywhere.
The name of my show is Folkways. My show is Americana, folk, and bluegrass music. I chose bluegrass music and folkways with country and Americana because of the joy I feel in my heart. I want to keep the music going and share it with others and carry it on for decades to come. My name is Miss Missy. My show is Folkways. You can listen every Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the rebelhd2.com.
It's time for our weekly weather update. Jennifer Meza has more of what we will be experiencing over the next week.
Hey, so what's happening with the mic? I wasn't.
Hello. Welcome to the weather. It's going to get a little bit warmer today, but today we are 70 degrees with the high at 76 and the low is going to be at around 58 degrees. So it's going to be mostly sunny for the remainder of the day. For this week, we're going to see a lot of changes. As you guys can see, we're going to keep our week on the high 70s and then we're going to go drop a little bit to 72, but then we're going to go to the 80s. We're finally going to see those 80s. It's going to be super sunny. It's going to be super warm, so you better wear your sunglasses and you can maybe go out to the pool since a lot of the Wet n Wild and Kawawanga Bay have already opened, so you can go and enjoy all of that this weekend. Again, it's going to be pretty warm, and apply sunscreen, please. We're also going to be looking at some weather around the valley today. It's going to be mostly in the 60s as of right now. Centennial Hills and Summerlin are at 62. We can see all of the center area of the city is at around 68. Including Nellis is at 67. It's only 1 degree off. You know, you won't really feel the difference. And then Southern Highlands, we have it at 66. This morning here on the campus of UNLV, we are at 68. It's pretty sunny, as I've mentioned before, and wind speed is at 5 miles per hour. So it's not that really windy. However, it is super humid. It is at 30%, and that's why our hair can be looking all kinds of funky, especially if you have curly hair or if you straighten your hair. You know that humidity is not going to help you. Tonight, here on the campus of UNLV, it's going to be at around 58 degrees, so it's not really going to be cold. However, we're going to have clear skies, and you're going to see some clouds kind of peeking in here and there. Our wind speed is going to be at 6 to 8 miles per hour, and our humidity is going to drop, but not that much. It's still going to stay at 23%. And now for the joke of the day. Are you guys ready for this? Am I ready for this? Are we all ready for this? Okay, so what's the best part of Switzerland?
I don't know.
Nobody knows?
No.
I don't know either, but their flag is a big plus. And that's all I have for you guys today. Now we're going to go back to this desk.
When we come back, Kristen sits down with Taylor Rivera and Joey Griffith from the UNLV's rodeo team to talk about their experiences and being on the team.
The number one thing I like about KUNV is it enables an individual to express their passion and grow and share that passion with others. It's a wonderful gift that's shared by KUNV with students and community members alike.
I love them because they gave me this opportunity, and I love the way they are representing the community and giving people from the community a chance to come in and, you know, do whatever they got to do with their music.
I love KUNV, I love being here, and I love the people that I'm working with, and finally getting my chance to finally work in radio, which I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. So I'm very happy here. You'll really have the chance to grow and learn about radio from very good DJs and from management.
We are here, and you can be here too. KUNV is a great place to be.
KUNV, I feel how I feel about it. It's great. I love it a lot. There's a lot amount of freedom. You can really do basically whatever you want.
Very nice facility, very clean. We have editing booths, studios for students to practice our craft and to learn more. And KUNV definitely gives us insight into what we'll be doing when we get our careers, once we graduate. They give us free will and free creativity.
I can gain experience to further my career in the radio broadcasting, board operating, to music directing, to even being on air, which is my main goal to do in life. So I can use all that knowledge to put towards my career in radio broadcasting.
You will learn so much here at KUNV, and we have a lot to offer.
Welcome back to Studio G. I'm here with Taylor Rivera and Joey Griffith from UNLV's rodeo team. Thank you for joining us today, guys.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
So we just wanted to talk about the rodeo. We heard it's a really cool experience. We heard it's really fun, and so we just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it and get some more information. Tell us about the team and what you guys do exactly.
So we compete in the West Coast region, and we compete all over California and Nevada during the regular season. And then at the end of every year, we go to the national finals, which is in Casper, Wyoming, to compete against all the schools in the country.
How long have you guys been doing this for, both of you?
This is my last year, so I'm a senior this year. I've been doing it for 4 years.
Okay.
I've been competing in rodeo since I was 4 years old, and I'm a junior at UNLV this year, so I've been in college rodeo for 3 years.
And are you planning to do it again next year?
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm going to get my master's most likely, so I'll have a 5th year as well in
That's
rodeo.
cool. Great. How many members are on the team with you guys?
Right now we have 12. 4 of us are seniors this year. We are currently recruiting, so hopefully we get to grow our team more.
And tell us how the competition is being judged.
So most of the events are timed, so they're judged solely off of fastest time wins. And then there are a couple rough stock events, which are judged scored events based on the combination of the like horse or bull and then the rider itself.
Okay, and do you guys have your own personal horses?
Yes.
What are their names?
I have like 4 main horses that I rodeo on, and their names, my 2 barrel horses are Bacon and Ice Cube, and then my breakaway horse is named Chicken, and my team roping horse is named Gator.
What about you?
I have 3 horses. My one horse is named Amigo, I have Dean, and then I have Blue.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. And what is your favorite part of this whole rodeo?
I have loved being able to further my education while getting to compete in the sport that has gotten me like through life and taught me so much about responsibility and working hard. So it's been super cool to be able to go to school while still maintaining my passion and getting to work towards that as well, and having like a home away from home and a family in a whole new state from where I grew up in.
Right, right.
Mine is pretty much the same thing. I just love the team aspect of it and how we all get together and can all compete and do everything that we do and still go to school. And yeah.
And what got you guys into this? What, from your childhood, did you guys, do this since growing up? How did you guys get into this?
I've been rodeoing since I was like little. My dad is actually the UNLV rodeo coach.
Oh.
So yeah, and then my mom, she trains barrel horses, so that's how I got into it.
Do you guys have farms at home? And
yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. And how can people join?
So I started getting recruited to college rodeo teams as a freshman in high school. So basically a lot of like the bigger high school rodeos, like the national finals, like there's a lot of schools there that are recruiting. So like since I was little, I knew that I wanted to go to college and be on a rodeo team and do all that. And then kind of when you're in high school with the bigger rodeos, there'll be a lot of coaches there recruiting, and if you're doing good, like they'll start calling you. And I went and like practiced with some teams and did all that until I decided where I ultimately wanted to end up.
Is it hard going to school and doing this at the same time?
I would say yeah, it's definitely a juggle. Like you have to, there's a lot of traveling time, and traveling and managing homework and managing classes is probably one of the biggest struggles. But
tell me about that. How many times a week do you guys practice?
So we practice 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Rock and K, and then most every other day we practice on our own individually other than team practices. Like I ride every day, and it's I think a lot different from a lot of sports because, not only do you have to have yourself prepared and taken care of, but you have your horses to feed and clean pens and take care of and make sure they're in shape and feeling their best to be able to compete at the best of their abilities as well.
And are you guys planning on sticking with this after college, or?
Definitely. Yes, definitely.
That's great. That's great. And how long, what are some of the biggest challenges you guys would say?
I think that managing your schoolwork and staying up on that while keeping your horses and yourself physically able to compete at the top and be ready. Like I said, it's not just like most sports where you just have yourself. You have the animal aspect and keeping them feeling their best and competing in so many events. It's not just one thing. Like you have to stay well-rounded with all of it.
And do you think anybody can join? Anyone can just, do this? Or what would be your advice to students who are going to college and are thinking of joining this rodeo?
I think one of the most important things is to have a little bit of experience, definitely with like horses and rodeo before you like go for a college team. But like high school, start getting involved with it and start
right, getting some experience before you head into the big
the big leagues.
Right. And financially, how does this work? What's it like?
So I think it's a pretty expensive sport. Right. I mean, horses that are competing at the college rodeos go for anywhere from $10,000 to $200,000. Mm-hmm. So it's just it's expensive to own the horse and upkeep on them. I mean, you're talking hay, shoeing, vet work. They're just like human athletes. You have to do all the therapies and make sure they're feeling their best. And it definitely is expensive. And I think one of the cool things about it is you can go to college rodeo on a scholarship. And so that really helps. It's cool to be able to compete at what you love while it's helping you get through school and
not collecting as much student debt. So it's really cool in that aspect as well.
And are you guys doing any fundraisers, any events to put this rodeo on?
We do fundraisers all throughout the year. So we like do golf tournaments, we do like yard sales and stuff like that. Well, we call them tax sales because we sell like horse evolved things. And then we do fundraisers at our rodeo too. Our rodeo is probably one of our biggest like money.
And are these like, what do you guys do for these fundraisers? Do you guys sell food or?
We sell rodeo tickets. We also raffle off NFR tickets for like the big rodeo that's here on this campus.
And then the horse supplies.
And then like the golf tournament, everybody like pays to enter it, and then we do like raffles and stuff throughout that. But our rodeo we sell tickets to is May 3rd and 4th at South Point. So it's coming up, and it's actually the West Coast Regional Finals. So we sell a lot of tickets for that too.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. After the break, we take a look at what people are saying about the new EDC lineup that was just announced. Stay tuned.
I used to DJ at KUNV back in 1989 through 92 when the Rebels took the championship. KUNV is a good family. It's fun. The shows that are on it are creative. You can come up with your own show. It's really eclectic and creative and interesting. That's what I like about it.
We are a platform that opens doors for everybody. We don't limit, from what I've seen so far, there's no limit to what we can't do here.
I love their open door policy. Everyone is there to help you out. If there's something that you don't quite understand or remember, you can come in and ask. They'll show you how to do what needs to be done to make your radio show smooth. So expand your mind, expand your knowledge base, and get involved. It's a lot of fun.
Personally, I love KUNV. It is my sanctuary for creativity. I'm given an opportunity to come in and use the resources that we have here to create the shows and the broadcasts that we do. It is my favorite creative space to be in.
I feel like the station gives students a platform to actually play music and actually a chance to get their hands in the radio industry without having to spend that money.
I like KUNV. It's a community station. They open up the doors to myself, also to other people who have a dream of being in radio or whatever the case may be.
Have that energy from the city coming back to you while you're on a live broadcast. There's nothing like that feeling.
They have producing workshops. I learned how to actually do play-by-plays for sports events. KUNV has done a lot for me as a student.
If you want to do a talk show, a specialty show, music, it doesn't matter. There's a place for you to be able to come and give your voice to our community.
Do you love EDM music? Well, the Electronic Daisy Carnival, also known as EDC, just released their lineup, and it has some big names. Here's reporter Lorenzo Trino with more.
One of the most anticipated festivals of this year has many students excited and intrigued at what's coming. With a new lineup of artists and a date closer to graduation, EDC is looking to be one of the most anticipated events for the city of Las Vegas.
I think that it's pretty stacked. I'm gonna love it a lot. This is my second year going. I go mostly for the community. I just started listening to EDM again around 2016. So I'm not used to all the sub-genres that's going on, but I just can't wait for it because it's so exciting.
The 3-day event consists of food, rides, and performances. The festival will feature a wide range of artists, such as Tiesto, David Guetta, Idris Elba, and A$AP Rocky. EDC is known for its creative set design and artistry that has formed a community that continues to have more visitors every year.
My initial impression when seeing the EDC lineup was being really excited, seeing that they had mixed different genres this year, like seeing A$AP Rocky being one of the headliners was pretty interesting, or one of the acts, I mean. But I'm also really excited to see the people that I've seen before, like Alice in Wonderland, Illenium, Excision.
I just feel like it's a good community experience. Like I feel like I said, like everyone in Vegas goes, and that's something really cool and special that we get to have EDC here, like one of the biggest EDM festivals in the world.
Many students of UNLV have said it has not only created an environment for them to have fun, but also to meet people who share the same love for EDM music. EDC's festival will be held May 17th to the 19th and will take place at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I'm Lorenzo Torino with Studio G.
EDC is right around the corner and tickets are almost sold out. So if you still want tickets, visit the EDC website at www.lasvegas.electricdaisycarnival.com.
All right, Rebels, it's time to get moving because it's National Walking Day. Everyone needs to get up and participate in physical activity. Taking a walk will help maintain that healthy weight and keep off any health issues that come along with that inactive lifestyle. National Walking Day is celebrated on the first Wednesday of April and is sponsored by the American Heart Association. Adults need at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity each week. Children and teenagers should engage in at least 1 hour of activity a week. At some point, Rebels make sure to fit in a 30-minute walk. For even better health benefits, move your arms, good posture, and be sure to stretch. Don't you just love walking, especially on nice days like these?
It's really beautiful out. I do love going on a nice walk, but I'm not gonna lie, I do love sitting down.
Oh my gosh, you need 30 minutes of activity.
I know. I'll get to it.
All right.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today.
Thanks for tuning in to Studio G. We'll see you tomorrow.